The 3 phases of watch collecting. Every watch collector goes through the same 3 phases, like it or not, including myself. And honestly, most people don't go past phase 2. I've been working in the luxury watch market for many years now, and I can instantly tell what phase someone's in. Don't forget to watch until the end of the video where we talk about phase 3, the most dangerous and most expensive phase of all of them. So stay until the end and let's get into it, guys. Phase 1, the starter phase. So we're talking about the Cartier Santos, the Omega Speedmaster, and the Rolex Datejust. This is your first luxury watch. Why are you buying your first luxury watch? Because you are celebrating a milestone. So this could be getting a promotion at work, it could be a birthday, it could be you getting married, it could be you becoming a father, it could be many things, but this is a milestone most of the time that you're celebrating, and it's something big, and you want to celebrate it by having a luxury watch, where I like to also call storytelling, where example, the connection and the story behind the watch begins. So this is where we're starting. You also want something that people could recognize, like a status piece. Again, when I say Rolex Datejust, people know the Jubilee bracelet. It's very recognizable. So most of the time people get the Datejust and they're like, I want the Jubilee bracelet, Jubilee bracelet. You could tell that bracelet from a mile away. And another thing that you start doing is you start learning about reference numbers. You start learning about materials. So example, when the Datejust, you know, fluted bezel, this is white gold, smooth bezel is smooth. And you start understanding different reference numbers, different sizes, different materials. And again, you're becoming a mini connoisseur that you're understanding because you did your research and homework before buying your first watch. And now you're entering the luxury watch world. So this is phase 1. Phase 2 is the hype phase. So the hype phase, now you're going in, you're doing a lot more research, you're getting excited, and now you're like, you know, most of the time you're falling in love with Rolex, so you're going into the GMTs of the world, so the Pepsis, Batmans, the Batgirls, the Bruce Waynes, root beers, Rolex Daytonas, so you got the Panda, and you're also looking into the example, the AP, the Royal Oak, so it could be the, you know, the regular one or the chronograph. For me, it was the AP Panda. Again, like I said, so in this phase, what ends up happening, you start following a lot of watch pages, you start subscribing to a lot of YouTube channels like mine, so you guys better be subscribed and liking this video so far, and you're getting to, you know, going into the watch world basically and learning more about watches and the history of it and understanding different models and different brands. And again, you're learning and buying. So this is why you're following a lot of content and actually looking to buy your second piece, or which I don't suggest is you trade. You never sell your first luxury watch. I forgot to mention that in phase 1. Do not sell your first luxury watch. You got to keep it. In this phase, you're going to also love a lot of the hype watches, meaning a perfect example actually will be like example watches and wonders. So when Rolex revealed their watches, like, oh, the Jubilee dial, and then everyone has their opinion. And again, you like the hype watches because of the conversation. So people are like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I get it all the time. You're in this phase. This is the phase that you're in. Something very key here when we talk about the hype watches. So anything that happens in the market. So example, right now we're talking about Swatch collaborating with AP, and you got the Royal Pop and everyone's going crazy. I think about this. I think this about the brand. And again, you're in the conversation. So now we're going to go into phase 3, which is the most expensive and most dangerous phase. This phase, I see myself slowly getting into it deeper and deeper. And this is the taste phase. So the taste phase, we're talking about the Patek Nautilus. So for me, it was the 5712. You have the GLC Reverso. Example, you have the Vacheron. You start appreciating Vacheron. Even me, I said personally, my favorite release for watches and wonders was the Vacheron ultra thin platinum with the salmon dial, limited to 255 pieces, I believe. I'm talking about the movement and how it's different and how I enjoy it. You want something more quiet versus loud, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean? So I think this is the phase where also, again, you becoming enjoying watches much more. It becomes more of a passion. And, you know, I am an expert, but I have other people. You constantly learn every single day something new. Of course, yes, money has a factor. That's why I say it's very expensive. Then you go back with the question is like, well, if I have X amount of money, so again, let's say again, this is expensive. So I'm saying $150,000, $250,000, which one of these 3 watches you would buy? And then you start talking about different things. And again, most of the time when you're comparing these watches, it's about personal taste that you want. You're not talking about return on investment and hypes and what the other person's talking about. But basically what I'm saying, that the best watches don't tell time, they tell your story. So for me, every watch tells me a specific story. I could tell you, example, my phase 1 was the Datejust Fluted in Jubilee. My phase 2 was the Pepsi, and my phase 3 was the Nautilus 5712, celebrating that. And then that's what got me into this beautiful world of watches. Again, I want you guys to share what, you know, which phase are you guys in? Let me know what phase you're in. What's the milestone? What's your story? I like to hear about it. Please let me know in the comments below. And of course, by now, you guys should be subscribed